to Unveiled with Christina Marie. Oh my goodness, guys, we are finishing up our Dwell series. We have been dwelling in the month of December. Can you believe it? We are already gonna cross over into the new year. But whether you watch this in December or another month, I hope this series has blessed you to the point where you would just want to dwell in with the Lord in whatever capacity that you are able to. We learned stillness, we learned dwelling in his presence, dwelling in his word. And this week in particularly is dwelling in the secret place. Overall, my overall goal is for you to go deeper in the secret place with the Lord. But this week, I think it was so divine that the Lord actually orchestrated this to go into the new year. What a better way than to dwell with Him in the secret place? The scripture that comes to my mind is Psalm 91 right away, and I have it here in my notes. Psalm 91: He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. One thing that I love about this passage is he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High, not in our self-righteousness, but in the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The secret place is less about us and more about Him. When you are dwelling in the secret place, you get to set yourself before the Holy One and abide in Him. And when you are abiding in Him, when you are dwelling with Him, I love that it gave the imagery under the shadow of the Almighty. We are so close in His nearness that we are abiding under His shadow. That means we have to draw near to Him. The secret place is truthfully a space where we get to fix our gaze on the Lord, right? And we get to, yes, bring our offerings unto Him, but it's where we can really be unveiled before Him, as I've stated many times. But take this opportunity this week before we cross over to the new year. This will be our last episode, yes, for this series, but also for this year before we cross over for what's to come. Take designated time to go in the secret place with the Lord and sit before Him and dwell in the shadow of the Almighty, abiding in Him. You know, this time last year, the secret place is truthfully what sustained me in His presence. I was in the thick of surrendering a lot of things, ministry, mainly my business. And it was such a challenging thing, and I just believe there are some of you, the Lord might be asking you to surrender some things in the secret place. Don't shy away from that. Do not shy away from that. The things that He may be asking you to lay down, at least He's doing it in a secret place that is safe. You're safe in the secret place, in the shadow of the Almighty. He's not there to condemn you of what you didn't do this past year, or highlight just the highs and defeat you with the lows. No. Whatever He is asking of you in the secret place, take time to sit in that, to ponder on that, and to dwell in that. Because when I remember when I was in that space up here, and last episode's wrecked me. I was not expecting for the presence of the Lord to hit me the way He did. If you want to go back and listen. But the secret place, man, this is the space where you are genuinely unveiled before Him. You get to seek Him, know Him, and behold Him, right? But I want to encourage you. It's not just the quantity of your time in the secret place, but I truthfully believe it is the quality of your time in the secret place, your devotion to Him in the secret place, where you desire to be with Him as a response, not a requirement. There's a huge difference. And I think people get so focused on the quantity of devotion and time and the secret place. And Yes, there's a time and place for that, right? But I believe above everything else, he wants the quality of you. And when you get to that place with him and you are bringing your very best to him with that posture in this secret place, he wants all of you. He doesn't want pieces of you. He doesn't want parts of you. He wants every being, every fiber of you. The secret place is a call to intimacy with him, devotion with him, honor to him. So we must then humble ourselves before him to do that very thing. And when you are seeking him and knowing him and beholding him, then we know that the transformation can take place. But don't beat yourself going into this posture with the Lord that you missed this and you didn't do this like you said you were going to do. And no, no, no. All he wants is your devotion and your time. And when you are going into this space before you're crossing over, I encourage you just to sit with him, ask those questions where you're sitting there with open hands. I always do this in my time of consecration, like, Lord, what have you will for me to lay down? What are those things that I need to lay down to you in the secret place before we reveal it outwardly, right? But also, Lord, what are those things that you are asking me? What are the instructions you are asking me to do? Out of the secret place, you should automatically go into this act of obedience unto the Lord. And that simply can be doing something, an instruction he is asking you to do specifically, but also it could be something to step away. I've been in such a journey with the Lord this past year, man, the transformational year that it's been. I feel like I haven't done much, but at the same time, I can't beat myself up. And I've just been dwelling with the Lord and resting and reflecting on this year and so much fruit that did come from it. And yeah, there was things that I didn't accomplish or do that haven't fully come about yet. But he said, take a moment and just reflect on on my faithfulness, on my goodness, not what you couldn't do, but what I did. The God Almighty did. And I just pray that you sit in that in the secret place. You sit on the faithfulness of the Lord as you reflect on this past year. We're not looking back, we are reflecting because when we reflect, we get to reflect it back to Him, not to our self being. So I hope that encourages you. As we have been in this December series, we understand that it's been less doing and more dwelling. Um, Dwelling is a place of intimacy, right? As you go into the secret place, and it's not isolation. It's definitely not isolation. It's a place of refuge. We see that in Psalm 91. He is my place of refuge. Let's just go there for a second. I love me a good Psalm 91 passage. We grew up on this, but I'm just going to read the first two verses. But Psalm 91, verse 1 and 2: He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. I hope that compels you today as you go into this week, as you go into the secret place, knowing that He is your refuge. He is your place of safety. He is your place of rest. So let us dwell and abide there. Don't think of it as being inactive. No, we are very much being in participation to His preparation for what's to come, for what He wants to do on the inside of you, what He wants to pour out, for what's to come. What a possession to carry for Him, but it starts in the secret place. And to cultivate this, and I want to challenge you in this next year that you won't just have this time in this moment in the secret place as something only to where you need Him. Like, no, it comes from a posture of devotion and wanting to spend time with Him. So I challenge you and I encourage you that in this next year, you would do more of that. You would dwell more in the secret place and start cultivating that and just start where you're at. It's about quality over quantity. And he cherishes that, whatever you can bring to him. But again, the secret place, let me remind you, has less to do about you and more to do about him. He is the one that desires your devotion. I want to give you permission to really release any pressure to perform for the Lord. Release any pressure to prove yourself to the Lord. That's not what the secret place is about. It decide right now and declare Psalm 91 as you are entering into the secret place. I encourage you just to ponder on this passage, the whole chapter, Psalm 91, because it speaks so highly of his character and his goodness. And thank God for covering you this year, for covering you and being faithful before the crossover. Take a moment to really acknowledge that and commit in the new year that you will do more of this, more dwelling, more abiding, and not rushing, not striving, not performing, not proving. And we would be able to be hidden in Him in the waiting and not have to rush and showcase anything, but just to remain in Him in the secret place. I encourage you to, when you're setting this tone with the Lord, in the secret place and how to cultivate it. I do have another episode on cultivating the secret place. It's very straightforward and simple about the Lord's Prayer. As if you're a new beginner, I encourage you to go back and watch that episode. It's very simple. It's a little bit lengthy, but I think if you're starting out, just start there. But as someone who is been cultivating it, just to remind yourself that you don't have to prove, you don't have to strive for it, but it should come from a response and an opportunity to dwell and be with Him and not obligation, not something that comes out of force, but just a posture of devotion towards Him in the dwelling. May we enter into this new year with all of this, yes, but also just an encouragement to create a rhythm of the secret place. And how do you do that? You really have to just look at your time. Look at what you is before you, right? Where you are creating dedicated and designated time with the Lord. And especially someone who's been with the Lord for a while, there are times where I do have to sacrifice my sleep. I do have to sacrifice certain times and things where the Lord will convict me and said, "Hey, it's you need to go to the upper room. I need to speak with you." Like it happens to me. It happened to me just recently, and I had to even tell my husband, "It's like, hey, I know I haven't really seen you all day, but I need to go spend time with the Lord. I hope you understand. I'm not trying to reject you or any way, like, but I just need to go spend some devotion." And the next morning, we were able to process that. But I just encourage you to create this a regular rhythm. I cannot express this enough. And what a better way to end the year and go into the new year cultivating that. Cultivating this secret place and having regular communion and devotion with the Lord. That's honestly my main challenge for you, to do that this week as you are planning, as you are setting goals and aspirations and visions. And I'm going to share with you next week one more episode before I go on my annual time of consecration, the word of that the Lord gave me for the new year, and I've just been in preparation with that. But before any of that, before the plans, the goals, and all of the things, take time to just sit and dwell with Him in His presence, in His stillness, in His word, and in the secret place, where you are then abiding in the shadow of the Almighty. This was just a simple encouragement and focusing it more on Him and less on us. Because remember, this series has been more about dwelling and less doing. So I hope this encourages you. We're keeping these short and simple. If you have not already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and go into the secret place, y'all. I cannot express it enough. And create that space to where you get to dwell with Him regularly. I'll see you in the new year. And as always, thank you for being here as we are unveiling from the upper room.